Hello, my name is Seth Stock, and this is my Song Exploder screencast that I will be doing on Jimi Hendrix's 1967 release Little Wing. This is a very famous song in the guitar world and otherwise. It's very well known for its intro and its final guitar solo. There are a couple interesting facts about this song that I have. One is it doesn't really have a time signature. Jimi Hendrix frequently switches between duple, triple, and quadruple time signatures throughout this song, and in totally random intervals. You'll hear one at the beginning of the intro where it switches from duple to quadruple time, and then once in the middle of the verse where it will switch from quadruple to triple and then back to duple for the solo. It's all over the place in terms of composition, which is part of what makes it so unique. It was composed in E flat minor, and I'll be playing it in E, but it's the same idea. What you'll notice is the extensive use of my thumb and the chord placement. Knowing guitar theory, this song was very evidently composed by somebody who has no classical training. If you were to compose this in the classical sense, it would not be played like this. So that's part of what gives it its unique rhythm, its unique voice, and the overall feeling of the song. So to start, we have a bar from the 12th fret. It's a very unique and distinctive intro sound. So. All right, and so you probably noticed that time signature change there, and it ends with a nice harmonic flush here. So moving on to the verse, it begins with the lyrics, "While she's walking through the clouds." This song's lyrics are very cryptic. They seem to describe some kind of lost romance that can't go anywhere because of whatever Jimi was up to. But that's where the song continues from. And so now we have the verse. It's something very interesting about the verse is it is based on the exact same chords as the intro. It's largely just phrased and played slightly different to emphasize different notes and tonal varieties. So I'll just go into the verse then. So, while she's walking. All right. And so, like you just noticed, it's largely the same for hand shapes, formations, chord shapes that I'm playing in the intro, in the verse. Something that you may have recognized is this chord here. This is called the Hendrix chord, and that's because it largely isn't used in anything else. It's very difficult to match tonally with almost any key, and they don't particularly reside in any key. So you will also notice this, Hendrix used the Hendrix chord quite a bit. It's also so this intro that sound is very reminiscent of Castles Made of Sand, another song. I can't play it, but here's the basic intro. Very difficult there. But then the song goes into the outro, the solo. And part of what's so interesting about this solo is it's played entirely in the E minor pentatonic box. Um, Most players would have probably played in two to three different pentatonic scales, starting from the 5th to the 7th, and then also down here at the 12th to match this tonal variety. But it is really astonishing the type, the different tones, and the variety of sounds that he's able to get from really such a tonally limited area on the guitar. So I'll start with that. I'll start with that solo. Begins like this. That's the song. So what you'll notice with that guitar solo is it is very dependent on the bends, and this is something unique to Hendrix's playing. Is it's part of why his playing is so difficult to replicate is because of how he phrased his bends. So this is a 2-octave bend right here. For those not versed in the guitar, it's very painful, very painful and difficult to play. Also, it's very difficult to get the actual tone right, because I can make it sound like that, and then that doesn't sound right. So that level of using unorthodox guitar techniques in this song is part of what makes it so unique and what's helped it hold the test of time. But that's my review on this song. Pretty basic song structure review from the view of a classically trained guitarist.